the date because I got super busy. And so I think YouTube has taken it away, the one that I made, the schedule. So I can't find it right now, so there's no way for me to know that whether I'm live. I can even see the chat and all. So I'm thinking I might remake the stream, man, because I really can't see it. Can't see the chat, can't see if I'm live. Okay, it is live. Sorry, I must have been going on for a very long time talking about nonsense. But anyway, I finally have no. I think it's been a week since I had this Sam Wilson Captain America, and I really love the show, man. I so love it. I was so impressed with it. So that was nice. Wait a minute, I'm setting something up in OBS. Something always happens. Andre, good morning to you. It's 12:46 a.m. my part of the world. So, how's your day, man? How are you? So I have to admit, when I got this figure, I sort of bought the hype, man. Everybody was so excited about it, talking about the engineering, you know. So I just had to have it. But right now, I realize that there's no way for me to post it. I don't know where to put it. But I have to admit though, when I saw this box, when I saw this picture of Sam Wilson, man, it hit an emotional chord in me because I really like the show. I mean, there's some pacing problems and stuff, but all in all, it was a really good show. And this figure, this box, it's a lot taller than most Hot Toys. So it's a TMS from the TV series, and they're only up to 40 TMS 40 right now. So still a lot more TV based figures we're gonna get in the future, that's for sure. And I have a hard time opening it. I got this from Toys Wonderland. They took their time. They took like 2 weeks. And since DHL changed management, I think, or operations, they started taxing me. I bought this and the Batman XE suit all in one, and I paid about $220 worth of shipping, man. That's like another hot toy. No, not shipping, but taxes, apart from the DHL super expensive Toys Wonderland stuff. So, needless to say, I mean, I'm not gonna be buying from Toys Wonderland anymore. Sorry, T Dubs. I mean, with you should you should go with a different shipping company if you want guys like me to buy from you. But as for now, no more Toys Wonderland. After I get my in-art Joker, I'll probably still get the Cyberpunk, the Pure Art Cyberpunk, and just, pay crazy tax for it because I already paid $220 tax from it. With the Cyberpunk stuff, I have a feeling I might end up paying like $300 or $260 tax for that Cyberpunk. So, preview. Truth be told, the colors are kind of toyetic for me, but that's a preview, okay? I haven't opened it. Uh, it it sort of doesn't pop out as much for me. So before I opened this, I opened Wonder Woman Golden Armor. So the wings there are impressive, but the engineering is not. It's not as good. So let's remove the stuff out of this Sam Wilson. Will the autofocus catch it? No, it's not. Is my autofocus on? I don't even know, man. You know what? Screw you, I have a new cam. The autofocus is weird. Like, it's not really doing its part. So, based on what I'm seeing in the camera, come on, autofocus, man. It's not working right. There. The colors don't pop as much as it does in the show. I mean, first impressions, man. I mean, I'm not really. This is just my first reaction. It could have been anything, you know. It's based on my mood or something. But that's my reaction when I first saw it. The texture, though, it's a bit softer than Captain America Endgame. But still, you know that it's still Captain America they're going for here. As for the head sculpt, well, they kind of went with a really weird direction right here. Come on, focus. It doesn't focus, man. They went with a weird direction here because you couldn't remove the goggles. It's not like the Civil War where you can like remove the goggles. This one, it's stuck there in its head. So I don't know, man. I didn't like it. I mean, I don't like options being taken away from me, but as to what it looks like though, it kind of still looks like the Civil War head sculpt. Since the goggles are on, you won't see the doe-eyed shock look because that's what the Civil War Sam Wilson, as good as its sculpt is, and as good as everything about it is, I really the what caught my attention there was the detail to the hands. But this one, they're glove hands, so you can see the venation and stuff right now. I mean, I'd love to get it, man. But it's high above that shelf and it's behind everything. So I just didn't have time to like to like just set up a comparison for this. Cause man, my week, my day, it just has been a super struggle lately. I mean, I even had to convince myself to do this right now, man. Just because of how crazy my schedule is and how tired I generally am. Uh, when it's posed up a bit though, like this, like a bit more natural post, it kind of, you know, I'm kind of impressed by it. When I opened the box, it felt lackluster, but the longer I look at it, the more I like it, I guess. So of course it has the problem where it's the material of the costume is very hard to articulate. Like that's it, man. Can't bet it more than that. I guess they are single jointed elbows too. And by the way, how do you guys like my new logo, man? So uh, let's take away the stuff. This is Captain America shield. Sam Wilson is Cap, man. You have to get used to it. Feels very new, but if you watch the series on his journey to be eventually uh, taking up the mantle of Captain America, because at first, you know, spoiler alert, he didn't want anything to do with it, so he gave it to the government. Oh, and also this is not die cast. This is plastic, but looks very good though. So Sam Wilson didn't want anything to do with being Captain America because I guess it's the pressure. So Bucky felt really bad about it because Bucky always felt that, you know, Captain America, Steve Rogers chose Sam Wilson over him, who was supposed to be his best friend. Like gave him the mantle of his you know, legacy. That's what he felt at least. But I like it in the movie and the series that they eventually said it, that there's a part where Sam Wilson said, "Who even cares what Steve Rogers thought, man? Like we have to give our own meaning and not rely on other people giving meaning to us." So it's a pretty solid movie. I mean, they were taking on a lot of plot points at the same time, but there are just moments there, man, that just hit a super emotional chord with me. So if there's one thing you notice, the Wonder Woman box has super big wings. This one is actually very big, but since it articulates better, they managed to fit it in a smaller box, like, you know, like a thinner box instead of something as wide. longer box, tall, long. I'm sorry, man. I'm confused, especially right now because I'm sort of a bit tired, but the figures are piling up, so I need to unbox them. And my greatest problem about this figure is where to put it. I honestly have zero clue where to put it, man. I don't know where to put it, who he's gonna be with. Would I like watch 5 more years of, you know, of Marvel fixing itself before I know where to put him in? So right now I have a solo spot for him, so glad that. Okay, first impression. When I touch this man, the texture is very different. See, it's like soft. It's the first time I've seen wings like this. Each of the panel, they sort of articulate a bit. So, and there's like this ball joints holding it here. So, see, that's something really unique because most wings they only have like two spots where they articulate, but this one has one, two, and okay, I can extend it. This doesn't articulate as much, but it moves, man. See, check that out. Okay, this one too. See? So having those options, you can have his wings folded out like this, which is super ultra rare. No, I don't think I've ever seen a figure fold out these wings. Even the vulture only has two or three. This one has one, two, three. One, two, three. So I guess the vulture has like, I don't know. I'm gonna check it under. It also, I think it has two because this one would count as four, the ball joint here. So having that one articulation section changes how the figure's wings would articulate, man. Like the vulture, the reason I can pose him because he takes up a lot of space, but these wings, you can fit them better because they fold well. Unlike the vulture wings and the Wonder Woman wings, where as impressive as they look, I don't know where to put them, man. With this though, see, now it can fit anywhere because it's closed. The Wonder Woman wings, oh, they go all the way here. They don't fit anywhere near here, man. They don't fit. I mean, it doesn't fit on my other shelf, but for this shelf though, it does fit barely. But I put my Star Wars stuff there, the Mando stuff, and some of the Luke and Leia stuff. I put them there, so no spot for the Wonder Woman. So super impressive wings. First time I've seen anything like it. And of course my favorite, check this out, a very normal stand for a figure that flies. That's kick-ass engineering, man. You might not notice it, but I can tell that is something new that Hot Toys is doing. At least for me, for an early collector like me, Hot Toys doesn't do it that way most of the time. So just taking out this guide poles before I start assembling this figure, like interconnecting everything. So that's two trays, man. You can say it's a bit light compared to the Civil War, because back in the Civil War he has wrist cannons, handguns, yeah, basically a couple of handguns, wrist cannons. So that's it. This, he has like really kick-ass wings, and a shield because Captain America is a pacifist. he doesn't do those. He's not violent, man. He's like Gandhi or something. Like he wants to disable, people instead of hurting them. I mean, Sam Wilson is also like that. That's why he chose the Falcon gear. It's because he's for search and rescue. That's why he doesn't have an Iron Man or War Machine suit, because he would always prefer this. Okay, I'm trying to monkey man this, but I need the manual because I got this rather early because I bought upon the hype. So it was really expensive, man. It was really expensive. I'll tell you that this won't. I haven't checked, okay, but I don't think it would hit low stock soon. You're in the Philippines, or Toys Wonderland? No. Depending on your country, DHL is starting to tax us right now in the Philippines, so DHL is not an option anymore, man. Okay, so take away his flight pack at first. So there's an option to put the shield in to free his hands if you want him carrying guns or something. I wonder if you'll do that in your pose, in your shelf, I mean. So I'm still trying to understand it. You know, Hot Toys takes me a while to understand them, man. So I will take the entire pack off. Basically, that's what it says. But I need to be careful. Super weird, man. Take the entire pack off, but be careful. Okay, so I can remove all of it here. Okay, so let's remove it, man. Where do I pry open? Where do... Okay, there. You pry open there, this spot. Okay, so after that, you install this ball joint. No. This section. So it's idiot proof, so you'll stick it in the right way, even if you're me. But okay, seems like I'm doing it the wrong way. Okay, take this off first. See? I find a way to make mistakes, man. And so now that you got those parts off, you can now stick this ball joint in and put these things back on. I also changed the settings for my OBS, so I really hope it's not screwing up, man. It's, as usual, it's new for me. The setting, I mean. I'm always tinkering with the settings because I always feel like they can still be improved. So this one, I guess it's off, man. When it's off, it's off. Not gonna put them back on. Oh, no. I still need to put this back on this part here. So the lower part, where is it again? God, it's so messy. So I need to put this back on. Okay, now that it's back on, we stick on the wings, man. The wings of liberty. I really like the way they did this. I wish the Jazz Ink Vulture was like this, man, because I really like the wings, but the engineering wasn't there yet. I mean, Hot Toys, you think they can't innovate or won't innovate? They prove you wrong. That's what Hot Toys does, man. Okay, not an easy job. I wonder if I can still be on cam. By the way, to those who are watching, thank you for joining me. I really am not doing a good job marketing my stuff, but truth is, I'm more comfortable with just very few people, man. Because as I said, I kind of enjoy my privacy and, you know, the intimacy I have, like with some of my viewers, like, you know, like they know me or something. God, it's so hard. I think I should have stuck it in first before I put them here. Yeah. You know what? It's a bit late for that now. So you know what I'm gonna do? yeah, heat gun. So you might hear a bit of a noise because I don't have my I don't so I can't mute the microphone, so the best that I could do is like turn the mic away from me, but adjust your volume or something, man. So here goes. I'm gonna just turn the mic away. Okay, I hope that was enough. Uh, yeah, it is scary. Okay, see, thank you, heat gun. So you really want to have this in your arsenal because it's very cheap. Just type in heat gun. God, it's not even like I haven't even fixed it yet, but it already looks so cool. Yeah. Sorry that the camera's focus isn't really cooperating, but it looks so cool, man. I haven't really done anything yet. It's like he's in the middle of an animation or something. It's really awesome. Really, really cool. You know what? I don't regret it anymore. See, you can even do this. So you can fit him anywhere, man. You can fit him way better than you can fit the, what do you call that? The Civil War Falcon. So I'm thinking that the Civil War Falcon is iconic because it is Falcon as we know him, man. That was like the OG Falcon, how we know him. But this one, it's really hard to beat because of just the awesomeness of the engineering. So the best thing that you could have is like the Civil War Falcon armor or costume, and this kind of wing articulation. If you manage to have that on the Civil War Falcon, I think you have a perfect Falcon, man. Because the downside for this is, I know that comic characters, they have to grow and mature, but this is just not his iconic look, man. this is this is like Bart Simpson, taking over the Simpson show. Like Homer is no longer the star of the show or something, or at least the dad. But I haven't even posted yet, and I am already so impressed with how good it is. You know what? I'm awake now. Like, I don't regret it. When I unboxed it, my feeling was lackluster. I was like, nah, the colors don't pop out. They're Captain America, but not Captain America. So they're like a what if Falcon became Captain America. They sort of felt like that when I first unboxed it. But seeing it right now with the wings, man, it made me confused. It confused me on how I should go about liking this figure, man. I mean, I'm confused because even though this is not his iconic look, God, how do you do this? It is still super, super, very good, done very well. That I would wish that, I would really wish that they would make a 2.0 of the Civil War, but with this kind of articulation. That would be the perfect Falcon. I would order it day one, and I will have zero clue what to do with my old Falcon because he takes up a lot of space. I don't have an idea for pose yet, but people have been posing him all over. Okay, I'll just do some sort of a standard flight pose, like getting ready to land or something. That's how I have my vulture post up too. I just want to see if the stand would carry his weight. Yeah, just like the Civil War Falcon, you have to adjust the stand a bit, or else it's gonna, do that. Adjust where you strap him on. Yeah, yeah, it's not a very good pose, but it's hard to do it with this limited space. Inspiration doesn't really hit you, and plus it's a bit loose, just out of the box, man. Okay, let's just land him in, just to be safer, just so he won't fall. As for this though, I actually forgot how you attach this. I mean, it's not the first like Hot Toys I needed to attach. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I thought this was Loki's spear. Scepter, I mean. It looked like Loki's scepter. I was like, is there like a Loki special there? So where do you clip this on? It doesn't. It has a hole here, but I don't see it, man. Yeah, I don't see the extra peg. Okay, you attach this, and then it's gonna be on top. Yeah, it's. I wonder if I just forgot on how you do this, because I don't remember doing it that way. I probably just forgot, man. I unbox so a lot of stuff. Sometimes I forget all about them. So you attach this first, hoping it's gonna be hidden like that. And then you screw this in so he would be that the Red Wing would be hovering over him. It's not screwed on so tight out of the box, so you might need to screw it. You might need to screw it. Sounds funny, man. Yeah, I love this figure. I love this figure. I hope he would have more part in the future. Okay, and then it's like his drone hovering. Red Wing. As for his shield though, yeah, it's still the typical Captain America shield, and you might run into problems with this because if you keep on removing this, it will break someday. That's just the sad nature of how it is attached, of the technology, I guess. So they still haven't improved this. So that's sad, man. But you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna put this on. You know what? I'm just gonna put this on. It's just so hard to put on, by the way. First, it's always scary when I put this on and off. In my experience, back when Captain America was the Endgame cap was my first and only cap, so I didn't know, but it felt really fragile, man. It felt really, really fragile. So if you can have it like permanent, like he's holding it permanently, the straps here, I hope you can see it, because I have a hard time seeing the monitor with all the clutter of the wings. So I'll just move him back a bit, I guess, and tap this down. Yeah, like that. So left. Okay, I mistakenly put it on his left. Okay, you know what? It's not so hard. So look at the detail of the fingernails, man. They're amazing. Oh, come on, it doesn't focus. There. You just need to convince it a bit. The fingernails, the detail are very, very good. They always Sam Wilson always has the best hands in Hot Toys. Sometimes it makes me wonder if he's a hand model or something, because you can actually notice it. His hands are that nice. I mean, the Hot Toys hands are that nice, man. So it does make you wonder. Does he have like really nice hands in real life? That's why Hot Toys like copied it that way. Kind of makes you think, man. Because I'm not kidding. I've opened a lot of figures and I don't notice the hands. Except for his in Civil War. I was like, God, these are really awesome hands. Okay, so I forgot to strap them on. I hope I'm doing it right. Okay. And then we put this on. Oh, okay, so this comes off. Okay, so it's like the Thor Ragnarok deal. So might as well just, strap it on. The worst shield I had to put on was Thor Ragnarok, Gladiator Thor. Putting the shield on and off was hell. I'm not even sure until this day. It was my first Thor too, I think. Yeah, he was my first Thor. So I was shocked in the difficulty. I was like, you know what? It gives me these vibes because this is how you put on the Gladiator Thor shield. I was like, what, is it always this hard to put on accessories, Hot Toys accessories? Because I have a hard time believing it because they're very expensive. So I'm expecting that they have that figured out. But as it turns out, they haven't. It's really part of the figure. So yeah, this is hard to. Oh shit. Yeah, this is. You know what? This is Thor Ragnarok all over again. This was the same thing, same problems I ran into. Captain America Endgame was easy. I mean, I don't remember having this hard time, although I didn't do it on camera either, so I could have had a lot of time to do it. But man, this shield, these straps, I wish they'd do it. I'm probably doing the wrong way because I'm doing like Gladiator Thor. Let's see, okay. This is so Gladiator Thor, man. Sorry if it's gonna be hard to see what I'm doing because it's just so hard. You know what? I'm gonna take it off first and then slip it in like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gladiator Thor, man. So let's not do it the Gladiator Thor way. Let's do it the Captain America way. But Captain America doesn't have these gauntlets that come off. So that's the reason why I ended up doing it like that. Because of the gauntlets. They throw me off. God. Yeah. So it's really taking me a while. So you can after I put this on, I'm gonna end the video just so if you're watching a replay of this, you'll know that this will be just me putting this thing on, and then I would more or less end the video. So just in case you don't wanna see me struggle with this, because I'd have to do it in weird angles where the camera might not see it. There's a reason why reviewers like Justin and others they don't do it like this. They have a cleaner way of doing it, and I'm working on that. I'm working on reviews that won't be like live streams. I'm learning. I already bought a software. I'm just gonna figure out a style so I could do this. Okay, got the hard part done. Okay, the hard part is done. Yeah, the wings are covering you, right? So that's why I told you, if it might be a bore, you don't need to watch it all the way through, especially on replay, because my live streams, I tried recording it, but I don't know what's wrong with my OBS settings because when I edited it and replayed it, it was choppy and jumping all over the place. Like it's unwatchable. I did that with my Tony suitcase, the part 2, but it was unwatchable when I recorded it, and then the footage was just jumpy all over, so didn't help. So 3 guys watching right now, I think 2. One of that is my monitor. So 2 guys. Hi guys. Thank you for checking it out. This is the tail end of my stream unless you want to talk about something. Yeah. See, it came off again. So this is Thor Ragnarok, man. This is so Thor Ragnarok. See? It came off. God, it's so hard. Okay, I have better visibility like this. Okay, so now that we've strapped it on like this, we just need to slip this in like this, man. And so hard. See, it got undone again. So it's a lot of busy work, man. When you match gauntlets, you know, his goggles you can't move it, but his gauntlets you can. So you know what, I would rather have it the other way around. Like I could move his goggles but permanently sculpt his gauntlets, man. I mean, who would post their Sam Wilson without the gauntlets? They would post them without the goggles. That's what they would do, because in the show he has had a lot of scenes without the goggles on. But God, they're so near impossible. No, not nearly impossible. It's just a lot of busy work. At least my method is, you know what, I'm not even sure if I've gotten the shield right. Like, is he holding it the right way? Because it's just so hard. Like after you do this, now you're gonna articulate it, and then if you articulate it the wrong way, like the typical captain pose, it's gonna fall off. They haven't fixed this, really. I would rather it be magnets and not be as strong rather than this, because it just keeps coming off, man. This is Thor Ragnarok. You know what I did with Thor Ragnarok? I use open hands. I didn't use his closed hands with Thor Ragnarok. I instead use his open hands. I'm gonna look for it. Yeah. So let's use his open hands, man. Okay, so it's hard. So let's just use the open hands. Okay. I'm concentrating really hard. I got quiet. So I can't even like bring it close to his body. So see, it's off again. So that's the downside. So even though the wings are really good, him holding his shield, you better have like a lot of free time when you want to pose him with the shield, man, because it's gonna be a Thor Ragnarok experience. That's what I call this. This is the Thor Ragnarok experience, man. Same problems. Maybe Hot Toys should just release videos on how they do this live. That would be a big help. Hot Toys really could do a lot with their marketing. Or someday I'm gonna like record this and find if my video settings are I figured it out. I'm just gonna fast forward this how-tos because at live stream they're a bit too dragging. Still, thank you though. If you check like even half of this, have me as your background music or something. See, you can even get it like this. Okay, see, God, it certain angles it just looks so wrong. I like the wings though. Even if you're frustrated, they like, come on, man. Can you? Okay, like this. Finally, it's still not as good, but at least it's in front of him, right? And you know what? It fell down again. It fell off again. So I now have a completely different problem. Like it won't stick because the hands are open. So now they won't stick. Yeah. More improvement on this Hot Toys. This could have been a very, very good figure, but without that bummer. Just... God, hard to bring the shield to his front, man. So it looks awkward like this. Doesn't look as cool. Yeah. See, like that. That was that worth it? You tell me. It doesn't look as good, man. And the drone. Yeah. Different camera angle. No, let's just raise it up a bit. Okay, that's as far as my wires can go. So, having said that, thank you for joining me. That was a long video. 42 minutes, man. Just trying to get the shield on. Have a good night, guys. Peace, love. No, I don't know. Love, love, peace. I'm just doing that so I know when to end the stream. If my monitor shows me doing this and this and this, it's time to cut.